While most domestic manufacturers are spending their 1991 new product dollars introducing affordable family cars, the imports are continuing their assault on the upper end of the car market. That certainly is true of Acura. Already a sport luxury sedan mainstay, this division of Honda is now taking on the exotic and high-performance sports cars of the West. While much has already been written about their new NSX Coupe, only recently did the press have a chance to really see what this would-be supercar can do. We had our first chance to really put the Acura NSX to pavement at Portland International Raceway and on the twisty byways that wind along the Oregon side of the Columbia River. Driving the NSX produces strong sensations. However, the feeling of brute force performance usually found in the likes of a Ferrari or Corvette is missing. Honda has replaced such rough edges with engineering finesse. The NSX is just as at home going 30 as it is 130. That's about how fast the NSX was charging at the end of the front straight at Portland. The car has a reported top speed of 168 and will squirt from 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. Handling is extremely well balanced, especially for a mid-engine car. Hard cornering produces mild plow at the limit, while lifting off the throttle coaxes the rear end outward in an equally mild reaction. Back on the power and grip resumes instantly. Brakes are anti-lock and well up to the task. The NSX offers few surprises except for how fast it can be driven with confidence. If there is one aspect of the NSX that draws mixed reviews, it is the styling. It is sleek, but not nearly as memorable as that of most competitors. Regardless, it always turned heads, even if the heads were not sure what they were seeing. Where the NSX excels for everyday driving is in interior comfort. There are few compromises here for the car's slick shape. For 6-footers, headroom is adequate and legroom generous. The gauges are clearly visible through the steering wheel. And there is not so much sound insulation that the melodic roar of the aluminum block 3-liter V6 is muffled. It sounds like it has twice the cylinders it does, all the way to its 8,000 RPM red line. With 24 valves, but without any artificial boost, power numbers are strong at 270 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. Other parts of the drivetrain, however, suffer from the mid-engine placement. The clutch is an on-off device without much feel, and the shifter is somewhat clunky. At slow speeds, we notice the heaviness of the non-power steering, but it lightens perfectly as speeds climb. The NSX Automatic, yes, there is one, comes with electric power steering that also offers excellent feedback. Acura hopes to sell 3,000 NSXs a year for a minimum of $60,000 each. While that's a bit more than a Corvette ZR1 or a Porsche 911 Carrera 2, it's a lot less than anything from the likes of Ferrari or Lamborghini. So it is clear where Acura thinks the NSX fits into the market now and how high they want its successors to climb.
When you're out on the open highway, the acceleration throughout all 5 gears is excellent. For a 6-cylinder, it's got a lot of low-end torque also. I've driven other sports cars, and from what I can see, this is one of the better put-together cars I've ever driven.
The NSX can accelerate from 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds and can run the quarter mile in 13.8 seconds. The power to do this comes from a sophisticated 3-liter engine with such features as titanium connecting rods, electronically controlled valve timing, a variable volume induction system, and a separate ignition coil from each spark plug, an engineering feature that comes straight from Formula One racing and which eliminates the need for a distributor. It all adds up to a lot of power in a beautiful, lightweight package.
Top speed somewhere in the neighborhood of 167 miles an hour. And I can say that as you speed up in this car, it gets smoother instead of rougher. I haven't experienced that with too many cars in my lifetime.